Welcome to this week's Ogden Avalanche update with Nichole Dye. Nichole, you're on the mountain up there?
I am on the mountain right now.
Working. Okay, so I just pulled up X, Twitter, whatever. Powder Mountain posted 6 hours ago that open snow is predicting up to 57 inches over the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah. It's a lot of snow.
Yeah, that is a lot of snow.
Yeah. Nearly 5 feet. So, how's it looking right now? What did the last weekend storm do to conditions? What's it looking like out there?
Yeah, totally. The last weekend storm up at Powder, we got 16 inches at 0.68 inches of water, which I think is an average of 4% density. So bona fide blower. Made ski conditions very, very, very good. But still a bit sharky out there too. So you got to be careful. I think we've lost a fair amount of skis and had a fair amount of core shots the last couple of days with excited patrollers and guests. But yeah, drastically improved ski quality for sure. And definitely deteriorated in the snowpack conditions with the avalanche danger and stuff. But we can go into that a little bit later. But yeah, sliding's pretty good right now.
Very good. Yeah, I was working an event at Nordic, and Nordic claimed that they got more snow than Powder and Snow Basin.
They
Isn't
may
that-
have, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Powder Mountain doesn't do overly great on northwest flows unless it's a really big storm because of Ben Lomond and Willard really blocks us. But the storms will come through and butt right up against the front range there. And yeah, they tend to do okay kind of in the, Willard, Ben Lomond down to Nordic Valley range. Northwest flows does pretty good there.
Well, that's why we exist here at Ogden Avalanche, because the valley itself can have different conditions from mountain to mountain and even in between. So yeah, you want to
totally.
a little bit about the Abbey conditions?
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. I mean, up and down the entire Wasatch is pretty tricky right now, but I'll focus obviously more in the Ogden area. I have to be honest, I haven't had time to be over in Ben Lomond and Cutler and stuff and North Ogden Divide due to dealing with the ski resort. But right now, really what's happening is on the ground, we have a fairly good snowpack from that early season snow that fell. It was really, really dense, high water contents, and it has become very homogeneous. And then we got some snow on top of that in the interim, and then went through like a really cold, high pressure. Basically, the whole month of December was dry and different temperature gradients and stuff that made it to where that snowfall sitting on top of that good snowpack has become fully faceted, or you'll hear people say it's like rotten or whatnot. It's just it's not cohesive snowpack anymore. And now we have anywhere between 0.6, 0.7 inches of water to 0.9 inches of water that have kind of fallen throughout the Wasatch Range in the last couple days. And that has created a load on top of that really weak layer. And we're seeing widespread avalanche activity in the form of naturals, human triggered. It's happening on aspects that we're not typically used to. We've seen a lot of avalanches come out on southeast aspects at the lower elevations. And usually we just worry about the polars, but those southeasterlies have a thin layer of near surface facets on top of a slick thermal crust. And so it's making for like a really, really good bed surface and easy to trigger stuff right now.
Okay, so any advice heading into the rest of the week with the storm?
Yeah, totally. So moving forward, that structure is still there right now. Some things have released, some things haven't. We're about to throw another load of water on it, starting kind of like right now. It just kind of started snowing at Powder about, I don't know, around 2:00. I think it's like 3:00 right now. So about an hour ago. Precip intensities are going to increase overnight and then last through kind of Thursday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And we're looking to probably put another inch to inch and a quarter, maybe more over in the Ben Lomond area of water on top of this weak layer that's underneath all of our new storm snow. Which in turn is just going to skyrocket the avalanche danger. It's going to make it a lot easier to trigger them. The one thing that we're going to gain too in this that we were missing on the northerly side of the compass was cohesion. The new snow that came in was so low density that you could find the pore structure, but it was hard to trigger avalanches on the polars due to the low density snow, and there was no cohesion and connectivity, I guess, if you will, to allow for propagation to begin. I think that's going to flip now. We're going to get more water. We're going to get winds. It's already super, super windy. We've been into like the 30s and 40s out of the west, southwest all day today. That looks to continue until late evening, and then it's going to swing around the compass and come out of the northwest. So now you have a new snow load, winds transported snow. What happens is those grains turn into rounded grains and they compact really well together, and then they can bridge across like large slopes and connect the snowpack together a lot better than it has been. So yeah, I think it's gonna get I think we're sitting at considerable right now, and I would be, we should be in the high range definitely through the night and into the morning, and if we keep getting winds and water, maybe extreme, but definitely in the high range after today. So now's the time to slow down, not speed up, I guess. Yeah.
Nichole Dye reporting up there live from Powder Mountain, which is pretty cool. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I guess the only other thing, I kind of just touched on it, with the snowpack, I get that people are like, Stoke level's high. We haven't had snow in a while, and the skiing is really good right now. But like I just said, now is the time to not speed up. It's definitely the time to slow down. We've had like a couple close calls in the Ogden area already, tons of remote and human triggered avalanches, tons of naturals, and being cognizant of how your decisions can affect others is really, really important. Making sure you're not skiing on top of parties, you're not skiing on top of highways, that we could trigger stuff down on highways that are suspect and whatnot. I learned this when I was younger. There's a lot of people that don't buy the ticket to the show that you're at, and so they shouldn't be forced to have to be in it. And thinking about those kind of things is really important when we're jumping up considerably in the avalanche danger scale, and the likelihood of these avalanches coming down is very, very high. And it's, just being respectful to yourself and other people is really important.
Love it. Use caution. Also this week, Thursday, we begin our B Street speaker series.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
Join
Mr.
us
Hans.
Thursday at Roosters B Street. For that, follow us on Instagram at Ogden Avalanche for more up-to-date on the out in the wild updates, I guess I should say. And you can subscribe to us on YouTube, because you can either catch this, if you're listening to this on the podcast version, you can see our wonderful, beautiful faces on YouTube if you head on over to Ogden Avalanche on YouTube. Thanks so much, Nichole. Appreciate it. Have fun up there.
No problem. Thank you.
Yep. All right. We'll see everyone next week on the next Ogden Avalanche update. Cheers.